Hey, how's it going, guys? And Ultraman fans, long time no see for the review videos. Regan Wilks, Autism Productions here. That's right, RWAP Regan Wilks. And welcome back to the Ultraman series review videos. I know it's been a long time, so today this is a update for my original review video. So this is now a re-review of the 1966 classic Ultraman Tokusatsu Japanese show, Ultraman, premiered then 60 years ago on July 10th. So this is for the Ultraman Day video special, again, since I've already originally reviewed back in 2024. So this will be a re-review, like an update. So I will show clips of like the story begins, because I know I haven't shown more, like avoiding copyrights and stuff, like me editing a lot, like the detailing and all that, but that's okay. This is now a re-review plus as an update for my previous review. So, Ultraman, the 1966 Tokusatsu superhero show, was one of my favorite Ultraman shows of all time, since I've already originally watched it on Blu-Ray and the Steelbook back in 2022, and the Steelbook I got for my 18th birthday by my best friend Nick. So, without further ado, let's begin with the re-review, shall we? Here we go with the Ultraman, protector of the universe. From the land of lights for justice sakes, he has come. It's Ultraman. Ultraman, a giant alien from the land of light and nebula, M78, enters Earth's atmosphere in the pursuit of an escaped space monster in the skies above Japan. He accidentally crashes into a jet VTOL piloted by Shin Hayata, a member of the Speacial Search Party, or SSSP, an international research and defense agency that protects the world from monsters and aliens of all shapes and sizes. To save Hayata, Ultraman merges his life force with a dying human and vows to stay and fight for peace on Earth. Now, whenever the patrol faces a threat too great for them to handle, Hayata transforms into Ultraman to save the day. Ultraman was Feburary Productions' first color series, a sci-fi action adventure drama that dominated the ratings during its initial 1966 through 1967 broadcast run in Japan. The show was quickly licensed and dubbed for release in America, airing the syndication for nearly 2 decades. Colorful, fast-paced, and packed with memorable heroes, creatures, and incredible special effects, Ultraman was a foundation for the phenomena that continues to this day and is now available in high definition. Blu-ray released by Mill Creek Entertainment, but the name of the company changes to Alliance Home Entertainment. So, when I watched Ultraman back then, it was like a really amazing that the classics, like the beginning of the Showa era, like starting off like Eiji Tsuburaya, that one of the co-creators that was helped with Toho with Godzilla movies, until like he is a god of Tokusatsu that's starting off after the first Ultraman series called Ultra Q was the first show was in black and white. So like this all includes 39 episodes from the beginning to the end. So like all the monsters that Ultraman helped to face a lot of kaijus, teaming up and merged the body with Shin Hayata after the cause and died from like during the attack of the atmosphere. So like all like joining up with SSSP groups to know like all the characters we have with Akiko Fuji, Daisuke Arashi, Captain Tosho Muramatsu, Isamu Hoshino, and Masahiro Ide. All the party groups that investigates for the research against the kaiju's attack, and the weapon is a Japan base is a SSSP located in the outskirts of Tokyo, and it includes Super Gun, Jet VTOL, color timer for Ultraman's chest after like battling the kaijus, Traveler's Spear. That's where the beginning of the Ultraman series that begin with. The Blue Stone of Feburary. Well, it is a mysterious blue stone. That's one of the includes of the Ultraman episodes. But yeah, I mean, like all the fighting attacks, like around the kaijus, that the first kaiju that the original Ultraman had fought before. That is starting off that with the first episode when they fought Feburary, and second was Belton, Neronga, Regan, Mirogandra, Gerasura, and Adler. Well, because these are all the kaiju list. And similar, from the classics, more of them Pigma and others like Z-Tone, one of the last villain in Ultraman. And more that you also know too as well. So here are the kaiju list of all the villains that are from the episodes of the original Ultraman. And it was amazing, especially the other Ultraman known as Sophie appeared in the episode 39, that the one to make sure he merges back from Ultraman to make sure Shin Hayata is awake after the beginning of Ultraman. But after the final battle to know when it's all gonna end, the beginning, when Ultraman saving the day a lot of times, it's what a classic. But the original Ultraman took place in the year 1993 of the show, because it was revealed that was during one of the episodes that I did watched. And it was absolutely amazing. It was the classic, fantastic fantasy tokusatsu series was incredible for Ultraman. But it's not actually Superman, but it's Ultraman. When Ultraman got English dubbed in America, after the original Japan's release, when Ultraman became popular. Before, around this century, that became popular around, online and stuff, that you discovered. I discovered about Ultraman back in 2011 on internet when after I was discovering about Super Sentai and Kamen Rider. But honestly, Ultraman, original Ultraman was absolutely great and amazing, show. Where it all began, it is the first color theme of Ultraman. Well, Ultra Q was half black and white and half color around the Ultraman franchise for kaijus and stuff. Even though somehow they act stunt as a sumo wrestling outside of the city, how they set up the buildings and stuff for the cameras, where Ultraman became more popular. He's a giant hero that saved the world and the protector of the universe. He always saves the day. That Ultraman was a classic show, but all the fighting attacks, the beam thing, with the attacks when they finish off the kaijus, and throwing saw blades at them, they're around against one of it's multiple attacks for Ultraman, but any other kaijus gets finishing blows by Ultraman, that always saves the day. And that is why Ultraman is a hero in Japan. And it was amazing because overall this was a 10 out of 10 for the classic Ultraman show. And it's also the second series, part of the Ultraman physical media collection for the Blu-Ray and DVDs by Mill Creek Entertainment. And Ultraman got a DVD release in America back in 2009 before the licensing partnership with Feburary Productions in October 2019. And this is why we love Ultraman, and it's been 60 years of Ultraman, because this is a Ultraman Day special. So anyways, thank you all for joining my update of from my previous review, because this is a re-review of the classic Ultraman. And anyways, If you guys know, hit the like, favorite, comments down below, subscribe, and tap the bell for notifications. And then I'll see you later for more Ultraman series review. And later, Trudge!